Good morning, my dear students. How are you? I think you all are feeling better and waiting for your first biology class. Yes, I am Disney, your new biology teacher. I think you get my name. I am Disney. As I said earlier, today we are going to discuss the second chapter in your textbook. Students, do you know why I selected the second chapter? Just go through the chapter name. Just read your chapter name. Yes, Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. It's about microorganisms. Students, can I ask you a question? Now we are in a lockdown period. Who is responsible for this? Who is responsible for the death of lakhs of people in the world? Yes, it's a virus named coronavirus. Have you seen this coronavirus? Can we see it with our eyes? Absolutely no. We can't see a virus with our eyes because coronavirus is a microorganism. We cannot see with our eyes. That's why when we go outside, we will put a mask or we will wash our hands using hand sanitizers or soap and water. So we cannot see microorganism. The size of microorganism is very small. Even though its size is very small, it can produce a great impact in our world. It can change the lifestyle of human. Hope you clear the relevance of microorganisms or importance of learning this chapter. Shall we start the class? Coming to the chapter name, Microorganisms. What are microorganisms? Microorganisms are the living organisms which cannot be seen with our unaided eyes. Unaided eyes means normal eyes. Microorganisms are the living organisms which cannot be seen with our unaided eyes but can be seen with the help of a magnified lens or a microscope. So, what are microorganisms? Microorganisms are living organisms which cannot be seen with our unaided eyes but can be seen with the help of a magnified lens or with the help of a microscope. Hope clear this point. Microorganisms are the living organism cannot be seen with the unaided eyes but can see with the microscope or magnifying lens. So this is the definition of microorganism. So what now we discussed what are microorganisms. Next we are going to discuss where we can see this microorganism. Where we can see this microorganisms. Microorganisms are everywhere. In the air we are breathing, in the water we are drinking. That's why it's important that purified water you want to drink. And the microorganism is present in your food that you are eating. So you should eat cooked food. Okay. So microorganisms present everywhere. In the air, in the water, water in the pond, water in the well, water in the lake, water in the sea, just like that. And it present in the soil. Even the microorganism is present in your body. Inside your body and outside your body. But don't worry students, these microorganisms are not harmful. It's beneficial for you. So, microorganisms are present in everywhere. Like in air, water, soil, in your body. The body we can see microorganism in inside your body and outside your body. Hope you clear the topic. Students, can you live in 100 degrees Celsius? Or what happens if boiling water fall into your hand? Or can you live in 0 degrees Celsius? Absolutely no. Your body cannot survive high temperature like 100 degrees Celsius, very low temperature like 0 degrees Celsius. Can your body tolerate acid? Like if a drop of sulfuric acid put into your hand, what will happen? Burning sensation will occur. That means your body can't tolerate the presence of acidic substance. Also, your body can't tolerate basic substance. Students, can you live in desert without a drop of water? Absolutely no. You can't survive at least one day in a desert without a drop of water. What about this condition? That means, can you live in low oxygen content? No. But microorganisms can survive all this condition. Clear? Microorganisms can survive all this extreme condition. Microorganisms can live in high temperature. Example, hot spring. Do you know about hot spring? Hot spring is nothing but a pool of water, but it's not normal water. Okay, I will explain. If we dig the earth, what we can see? There will be a lot of soil. If we move deeper, we can see water, then rocks, and if we move deeper and deeper, the temperature of the earth will increase. That means, in the crust of the earth, there is high temperature. Due to this high temperature, underground water will raised up from the earth. That means, hot spring means geothermally heated underground water. Due to the high temperature from the earth crust, underground water become heated and raised up from the earth and will be present in the surface of the earth. I hope you clear what is hot springs. Hot spring means the underground water become heated due to the temperature from the earth crust and rise up and present in the surface of the earth. So, the temperature of water in hot springs may be 100 degrees Celsius, maybe 70 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Celsius. It depends on the area. In this hot spring condition also we can see microorganism. What about this low temperature? That means ice cold areas. There also we can see microorganisms, because microorganisms are isolated, or we can see microorganisms in Arctic and Antarctic region. And microorganism can survive in acidic condition, they can live in basic condition, and they can live in desert. Desert, the water content is very less, even though they can survive in desert, and they can live in low oxygen content area, just like marshy area. Have you heard about marshy area or marshy land? The oxygen content will be very less. Microorganism can survive that condition also. So, now we discussed where we can see microorganisms. We can see microorganisms everywhere, in the air, in the water, soil, in our body, inside our body and outside our body. In our skin also there are many microorganisms. And in extreme conditions like hot spring, ice cold area, acidic condition, basic condition, in desert, marshy areas, in everywhere we can see microorganisms. So, now we discussed what are microorganisms and where we can see microorganisms. Next, we can discuss how this microorganism exist in the nature. How this microorganisms exist in the nature. The microorganism exists in nature in different forms, like it may be single cellular. Microorganisms may be single cellular or multicellular. What do you mean by single cellular? From the name itself we can identify that single cellular means only one cell. The organism have only one cell. What about multicellular? Multicellular means microorganism having two or more cells. So, microorganism exist in nature as single cellular, just like this, only one cell. Or it may be exist in nature as multicellular, just like this. That means two or more cells is needed for one organism. Hope you clear this point. And this microorganism in nature, they may be free living. They may be free living. That means it can be stay alone. For example, amoeba. I am sure that you all heard about amoeba. This is an amoeba. They can live freely in water. They doesn't need help from others. They can live freely in water. Some microorganisms will form colonies. That means, for example, suppose this is a bacteria. This is another bacteria. This is bacteria. This is 5 different bacteria. They can't live alone. So, they decided to come together and to form a colony just like this. This bacteria come together and form a colony like this. This is a colony. So, some microorganisms may live alone. That means free living. Or some may be present as colonies. That means 2 or more cells come together and form a colony. This is how microorganisms exist in nature. We discussed microorganisms can be present everywhere. They may be single cellular microorganism or it may be multicellular microorganism. It may be free living or it may be seen as colonies. Hope you clear this topic. We discussed what are microorganisms, where we can see microorganism, how does microorganism exist in nature. Now we are going to discuss about different types of microorganisms. Mainly there are 4 types of microorganisms. Which are they? Do you know which are the 4 types of microorganisms? The first one is bacteria. I am sure you know about bacteria. And the second is fungi. Third one is algae. And the fourth one is protozoans. So, mainly 4 types of microorganisms: bacteria, fungi, algae and protozoa. Hope you clear. Then, what about virus? Virus is also a microorganism, but it has some specialities. Suppose this is a virus. Consider this is a virus. This is outside the cell. Outside the cell, a virus is just like a dead cell. Outside a host cell, the virus is just like a dead cell. It can't reproduce. It can't reproduce. When this virus cell enters into a cell, this cell can be animal cell or a plant cell or a bacterial cell. If a virus enters inside a cell, it will become live and it can reproduce. Now, this virus is live. It can reproduce. So, outside a cell, virus is just like a dead cell. It cannot reproduce. But when a virus enters inside a cell, it just like a live cell, it can reproduce. This cell can be an animal cell, plant cell or bacterial cell. Anyway, this cell is called as host cell. This cell is called as host cell. Host cell means any cell which helps the entrance of or entry of the virus. Outside the cell, the virus cannot reproduce. Inside the cell, the virus can reproduce. So, due to this speciality, the virus is not included in this category. Virus is also a microorganism. So, in today's class, we studied about what are microorganisms. Microorganisms are the living organism which cannot be seen with our unaided eyes but can be seen with the help of a magnifying lens or a microscope. And the second topic is where we can see microorganisms. Microorganism we can see it in everywhere in our body too. In extreme conditions also we can see microorganism. And third, we discussed about the existence of the microorganism. Microorganism may be exist as single cellular or multicellular. It may be free living or it may be seen as colonies. And finally, we discussed about the types of microorganisms. Mainly 4 types: bacteria, fungi, algae and protozoa. Virus is also a microorganism, but it has some specialities based on the reproducing capacity of the virus. I hope you all cleared the topic. Coming to the name of the chapter, we discussed that microorganisms, friend and foe. So we discussed about microorganisms. These microorganisms are our friends because they are beneficial for us. At the same time, these microorganisms are our foe. What do you mean by foe? Foe means enemy or opponent. So this microorganism act as our friends. In the same way, they act as our enemies. How it possible? Students, just think about it. We can discuss it in our next class. Hope you clear the class. Let's wind up. Okay, bye.